Seafood paella, mixed paella, paella valenciana, and even black paella. These rice dishes are easy if you have the instant mix. But worry no more, because we're making paella mix from scratch at home. You're watching Channel 1 Kitchen and Garden, a channel dedicated to garden to plate experience. In this channel we grow, cook and share. Join me here on Channel 1 for some learning and fun. Pagbate, welcome back to Channel 1. Your Kuya and Uncle here. Today we're not cooking, but we'll do a short tutorial on how to make paella mix. Because let's acknowledge it, the ingredients for making an authentic paella can be difficult to obtain, especially when you're away from the Mediterranean. Even in Spain, where I usually visit. I'm just fortunate to be able to visit the country regularly, and each time I buy my paella mix. There are paella mixes that are available in big supermarkets. They come in different brands like this too. Just like our Knorr instant mixes, they have them too. They also come in premix versions or flavors like this, and they're even sold in stores per minuto or per tacal. That's true, especially in the south. Like what you're seeing now, this is a shot in Granada, in Andalusia. That's true, it can be easier if we have a pre-prepared mix like this. Just prepare the rest: garlic, onion, salt and pepper, and the rest. Whatever sort of paella you are preparing. In the Philippines, where I come from, we have a simplified way of cooking paella or arroz valenciana, but essentially that's yellow rice. Yellow rice. It does not come close to the authentic, the way it's done in the Mediterranean part of Spain. Of course, the traditionalists would even have a pan for cooking paella. It should be, as they say, it should be as thin as possible. Gusto nating magtutong ng konti. We want it to have some caramelization, and it's a bit crunchy at the bottom. That's how they want it. And traditionalists would say it's not paella if it does not have saffron. I want to agree with that. It's not paella if it does not have saffron. By the way, you might be wondering, Romila, what's the correct way of pronouncing it? Is it paella, paella, or what? The other channel was correcting paella. Sabi ni Chef RV, paella daw, silent L. Well, even in Spain, I hear different pronunciations. It depends actually where you come from. It depends on the region. So, the more regional you pronounce it, the more authentic it sounds. True. So, it's acceptable to pronounce it like paella, 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 or if you're from Argentina, you can even pronounce it like paella. It's all. Or if you're closer to Portugal, paella. It's all right. It's all accepted by the Castilian Language Academy. But let's concentrate on our tutorial today. I'll show them to you now, and then we'll just mix them so that each time we feel like preparing paella, we have a pre-mix. It makes life much easier. Paprika powder, saffron threads, for coloring, curcuma or turmeric, laurel, and as option, cloves. This recipe is enough for 6 portions, but I'll give you the proportions in the description box. We need 3 teaspoons of sweet paprika powder, at least 1/2 teaspoon of saffron threads. You can add more if you can afford more. Yellow food coloring or turmeric. That's 1 teaspoon. Just 1/4 or 1/2 teaspoons of cloves, and a leaf, a laurel leaf. And simply grind or pound. Obviously, if you have a grinder, kitchen mixer, grinder, it's better to use it. That's the paella mix I was expecting. Oh, the aroma, it reminds me of the streets of Granada, the area where spices are being sold. And the souks of the Middle East. Yeah. And just prepare this, and each time you're cooking paella or paella or paella, just use 1 teaspoon. Just use 1 teaspoon. That's not 1 teaspoon. Just use 1 teaspoon of your mix for every cup of rice. Not this cup, not this measuring cup, but cup. This is approximately 3/4 of this. And perhaps a question, which paella? Well, there are different types. Paella de marisco or seafood paella, or mix meat paella with seafood, or paella mixta, or nothing at all. Instead of meat, or instead of seafoods and meat, use beans. That becomes paella valenciana. And squid with squid ink instead of this. That's paella negra. That's another, it's simpler. We have cooked all these types of paellas here on Channel 1, and if you want to see how they're cooked as authentic as possible, they are in the playlist and in the description box. I hope you learned something and had fun with our short tutorial today. Make paella now. I'm sure these spices are available at your grocery store. The mix or the premix may not be available, but I'm sure these spices are. If not, please ping me. Thank you for joining me here today on this tutorial. Make paella now and make it as authentic as possible. Your Kuya and Uncle here, Romilo. See you on the next video as we grow, cook and share and explore how to be more self-reliant. That's all for now. Bye bye.